Hello folks, welcome to another episode of Whiskey Colin here. Continuing our series in the garage. It's Friday night here, relaxing. Went out to the liquor store and picked out a few new whiskeys, so that's kind of exciting. And so what I thought I'd try, do a little uncorking out here today is a Japanese whiskey. I've never tried it before, never really heard of it before, but just found it at the liquor store. Picture the box there for you. And so yeah, it's called the Nikka Whiskey Rare Old Super since 1962. So yeah, kind of a cool box there. I'm gonna see what the bottle looks like inside. Ooh, look at this. It's pretty cool looking, isn't it? It's a cool looking bottle. Hope you guys have a whiskey yourselves here tonight, and you know, after a bit of a long week, it was quite a long week this week, I gotta say, but luckily it's over, and get a little bit of R&R this weekend, hopefully, and do it all again next week. So anyways, but yeah, here's another kind of look at it for you guys. Really cool looking bottle. Look at that, kind of cool color and everything. It doesn't say too much on the bottle about it, really, but I did do a little bit of reading before coming on about it, and I guess it was made by the founder of of Nikka Whiskey, from my understanding, when his wife died, apparently, and he was making a commemoration of her. So that's kind of a quite the background to this one, and I believe this is sort of a blended whiskey that I think. Yeah, so it's blended. I don't know too much else about it other than that. So I'm going to give it a crack here and see what it smells like, see what it tastes like. See if this is easy to take off. Excuse me. Frog in my throat there. Clear the palate out anyways, hey? Okay, so here we go. And yeah, boy, what a cool looking bottle. This is kind of nice thing to display on the old shelf, I would say. And kind of looks cool. Okay, nice screw top here. See what it smells like here real quick. Okay. Kind of a sweet, a little bit of sugar sweet, but definitely some dried fruit sweet kind of smell. Yeah, definitely. That's definitely what the smell, I would say. Maybe a touch more there. Yeah. Kind of a nice color here. I'm not sure about a lot of other details of this, whether it's naturally colored or not, or anything like that. So I really know very little about this. It's 43% alcohol. And yeah, it doesn't have an age statement on it here either. Really not a lot of information on the box either. Absolutely, really nothing written on here whatsoever. So I guess keep the mystery alive if you're just going to open up the bottle and not do any online research. But yeah, hopefully you've got something similar, maybe in a Japanese whiskey on hand. You know, sip along with me here, and if you've got this, have one with me here. Cheers. I'm gonna give it see what it smells like first. Yeah, again, just kind of a sweet nose. Like, to me, it almost smells like a combination between. Almost smells a little bit like a bourbon at first, the first part of the nose, and then the second part it kind of settles into more of a dry fruit Scotch kind of smell to it. That's probably the best way I can describe it. Yeah, maybe a little bit of vanilla, maybe a little citrusy too, almost. Interesting, almost like it's almost like I'm getting a bourbon and non-peated Scotch notes at the same time from the smell anyway. Okay, well, let's take a sip. Cheers. Whoa. Really interesting. You know what? Like the nose is relatively subdued. I mean, not bland or anything, but just doesn't really pop. But boy, that first half of the sip, it gives a nice little punch. You feel a little bit of heat and spice, a little bit of alcohol, and then as it settles in, it's almost got a little bit of a citrusy, almost like a lemon peel kind of finish. Really, really nice. Like it's a really nice kind of a little bit of a journey. Like that pop up, down, and then like kind of a nice mellow finish, a flavorful finish. Let's try it again here. Wow, yeah. You know what? One word I might use for this is zesty. It's just kind of got a zesty push. I mean, it kind of jumped, like I said, maybe about a quarter into the sip. It just pushes out, and it kind of takes stops your brain there for a second or two, and then as soon as you come out of that, there's sort of a zesty kind of aftertone coming right out of that middle part of the sip. And then it just settles into a kind of a nice mellow but flavorful finish. It's really nice, actually. Different than I expected. You know, the taste and the smell are definitely different. I don't think I was getting too much of the other notes there on the kind of the citrusy notes as much on the nose, but definitely gets there. Let's see when you taste it. One more time here. Yeah, really vibrant. It might be another term I might use here. It kind of feels alive in the glass. Certainly not boring or bland. I think it's really easy sipping, in a really good way. I think this is a whiskey you certainly could introduce to somebody, let's say a guest or something who's not super heavy into whiskey and isn't looking for anything too crazy. It's just got a real nice, easy drinking, lively, vibrant, kind of interesting sort of palate to it. I really like this. Of course, this is just sort of a neck pour, so you got to settle into it. But I thought I would just see what this one was like. And folks, I hope you've got one yourself, a dram, and enjoy the Friday night and have a great rest of the weekend. Goodbye, everybody.